uh, most important question in the life of human being, for human being. And this is several questions. And the most important question is, does God exist? In this program, I want to speak about this, that does God exist or not? After that, I want to speak about that, the advantages and disadvantages of believing in God. And after that, I want to speak about some topics about the history of Islam and the community of the Muslim community. The first of all is we must speak about that and answer to this question, does God exist or not? And we must answer to this question in a scientific way. And I want to speak about that existing of God in scientific way. And first of all is mathematics. After that, about uh, uh, quantum physics, and after that, physics and the uh, laws that governs the universe. After that, we speak about self-knowledge, about the self-knowledge, and we speak about that what we can understand from uh, inside of uh, myself and yourself. And after that, we speaks about the uh, 12 steps of AA, or Anonymous Alcoholic Anonymous. And we in the previous, in the next program, we speak about that. The first of all is speak about God in mathematics. Mathematics is a language of reality. The Einstein said that this universe uh, is is written by the language of mathematics, and the mathematics is very uh, clear things. And if we understand mathematics, we can understand God. And mathematics is the best way of understanding God. The mathematics, we speak about the role of one, number one in mathematics, and uh, counting system, counting system in mathematics. After that, we speak about the zero and understanding what is zero and what is one and zero, and the counting system. Uh, One in mathematics is like God in reality. We must understand. Hi, Mr. Mani. Thank you for your comment. We speak about, we want to answer to this question, does God exist or not? We want to speak, we want to answer to this question in scientific way, not in religion and something like that, and idea and something. No, no. We want to speak academic way. And we, in this live, I want to speak about mathematics and the role of one in mathematics. One in mathematics is like similar God in reality. And mathematics is the language of reality. Mm. And it's very important to understand mathematics. And after that, if we understand mathematics, we can understand God. and the most important elements in mathematics is number one. And number one is the first number. Is the first number. Uh, when you say that number one is first number, it means before one is nothing. Before one is zero. Similar God. God is first object in reality. If you say God is first object, it means before God is zero. If you want to define God very simply, you said that God is a being that before it is nothing. God is being that before it is nothing. Like one in mathematics, before one is zero. Zero means nothing. Zero is nothing. Therefore, one has a very special attribute. That this attribute is that before one is nothing. Another attribute of one is that all of the number are made of one. You can see your finger. If you see your fingers, you think that when you want to count your finger, you start with one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Everything begin from one. Everything in counting. If you want to count something, you must start with one. And all of your fingers are made of one. One. And 2 fingers is 2, 3 fingers is 3, 4 fingers is 4. Therefore, all of the numbers in mathematics are made of one. In the reality, all of the creature is made by God. God create all the creature. But God has 2 aspects, hardware and software, and we speak about that in the future. That we are in the software of Allah, of God. Therefore, one is the first attribute of one is the first number, like God, who is the first object, and all of the numbers in the mathematics are made of one, and all creatures in the world are made of God. Another attribute of God as number one is that number one has no different parts. One has one part. You can't separate one into parts. And one is one, and you can't separate one into parts. Like God, you can't separate God into parts. God has no several parts. Single. One is single and God is single. You can't separate one or God into parts because all of them are single. And other numbers and other numbers can separate it into parts. 2 is 1 plus 1. 3 is 1 plus 1 plus 1. Therefore, all of the numbers in mathematics can be separated into its parts, but 1 has 1. For this reason, we say 1. And you can't separate 1 into its parts. 1 has no any parts. I explain it in the future, but I want to answer to some question. But 5522. 1 is the first natural number and not the first number. There is no first number. No. In counting system, if you study about that, in counting system, 1 is the first number. Counting system. If you want some count something, you start with 1. You can't say 0, 1 or something else. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, and you can say half, 1, 1 and half, and other things. Third of 1. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 equal to times 1 half. And no, this is not correct, because half or 1 under 2 is one of two things. One of two things. Therefore, you can say the half is a number. It's not number. It's a phrase. 1 of 10 things. 1 of 10. 1 of 2. 2 things. There are 2 things, and you choose one of them. If you go to the shop and you want to choose some clothes, the sailor, shopkeepers or sailor, bring for you some t-shirts, for example, and you can choose 1 of 10, 1 of 5, 1 of 3. And every word is made of 1. Every numbers are made of 1. You can't write any number. You can't write any mathematics phrase that all of them are not made of 1. Everything you say in mathematics are made of 1. Negative numbers also begin from 1. If you say -1, -2, -3, all of the negative numbers begin with 1. In this case, you necessarily must begin with 1. 1 is the essential number in the mathematics. Without 1, mathematics is vanished. You can't have mathematics. Negative numbers positive numbers and other numbers, clear numbers and other numbers, all of them are made of one. You can't find any number in mathematics that all of them are made of one, except zero. The zero is nothing, because the zero is not a number. Zero is a sign, like positive, like positive or negative. The negative sign or positive sign. A zero is a sign for, and it's not a natural number, and it's sign. Therefore, zero is not made of one, because zero is nothing, nothing. Therefore, God has, you can separate one into its parts. One is one. You can separate it. If you separate one, I am one. I am one person. If you separate me into parts, I will die. I will die. I will not exist. Therefore, everything, if you see something, this thing is one. If a building change into one, does not change to the one, you can see it. You can see something that it became one. You can't see anything if it is not one. If you separate a building into its elements, this building is destroyed and vanish. If you separate something into its parts, this thing is destroyed, and there is no anything. When you see something, that this thing is one building, one person, one car, everything else. In summary, one is a essential number in mathematics. One is something that before that is zero, nothing. Before one is nothing. One cannot separate into its parts. And one create all the number in mathematics. One in mathematics is similar to God. One in mathematics is similar to God in reality. God is a being that before he is nothing. Therefore, if you ask me who did create God? Who created God? No one, because before God is zero. Before God, there is no anything. No one can create God. Can create God. Therefore, one God like one is the first object. And before one and before God is zero, is nothing. God has no any creator. And God created everything like one that create all of the numbers. God cannot be separated into parts, because God is single. God is single and cannot be separate, cannot be separated. God cannot be separated. God is indivisible. You can't separate God into its part. Therefore, God always, God, God has been and will be. God has been and God will be. Because God has no any change. God has no change. God has no change, and it is uh, it's made of one part. And you can't destroy God, because if you want to destroy me, you must separate me into my parts. And God cannot be separated, because God has one part, and you can't separate into its parts, two parts, three parts. God has one part. Therefore, God cannot have any creator. God is first object, and before first object is nothing, and nothing cannot create anything. Not everything in nature is made of natural number. You are just ignoring every other counting system. Like that, what the other counting system, what is the other counting system? We have one counting system. When you want to count something, you start with one, and you can't deny it. It's you can ask it from ChatGPT or AI, other AI. Every AI can answer to this question. Please ask. Please ask of AI, Gemini, ChatGPT, ChatGPT. I don't know. You can answer. If you want count something, you begin with one. All of the numbers in mathematics are made of one. You can't deny it. It's a scientific principles, scientific things. You can't deny it. These are very simple things. And you can't separate any numbers in mathematics into its part except one, because one has no any part separated part. One is unique, one is single. And one is like God. I ask you, think about that. And I have a problem in my net tonight, and I can't use of my computer for bring something for you and some evidence about one and counting system. And it's I apologize for that. Excuse me. My net have a problem. Therefore, I try to answer your question in the tomorrow night. In time, the 29, in this time, tomorrow night, I will see you in this time. 9 o'clock, 9 and 30 minutes. 21 and 30 minutes. 21 and 30 minutes. In this time, I will be with you tomorrow night. Thank you for your coming. This, my live is half an hour, 30 minutes. And I must go to the, I have another live in Persian, and this program is 13 minutes. I am very glad to see you. Thank you for your coming. And tomorrow night, I will see you and we speak about the evidence of being God in this life. Goodbye and good luck.